It is game one of a doubleheader tonight here on Cool FM Live. It is the game that will send one of these two teams to the final of the 12U District 8 Championship. It is the San Pedro Valley versus the Douglas team, and it all starts now, powered by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Jeff Davenport behind the camera and on the call here at Stone Field in Sierra Vista. We are ready to go for the opening pitch. And the first pitch is high, a ball. I am actually all by my lonesome at the moment. Todd had to go grab a ladder, so he'll be back to do the camera work. So I am pulling double duty here on a fence that is extremely high, higher than we remember it being. There's a short grounder over to the third base side, picked up by the third baseman, thrown back over to the pitcher. And as soon as Todd gets back to be able to give you the best view possible of this game, I will have the rosters. I've already got them in my phone. That's high, 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter here in the San Pedro Valley Benson area versus the Douglas area. 2 Cochise County teams here facing off against each other to determine which team will go on to the final. That's a called strike, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of game 2 of our doubleheader tonight, that being Morenci Clifton versus Sierra Vista. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. And that is fouled back out of play. Watch out, kids. Watch out, kids. All right, bounces right over there, as you can see. And bring it back. Get a snack. The theme of the Little League District 8 Championship. And that is called a ball. It is very warm at first pitch here. Thank you to all the sponsors that make this coverage possible. At full count, shot over to third base, throws over to first, and that goes wide. But the base runner will stay on the overthrow to first. So, leadoff runner on here for the San Pedro team. I'm not able to access my phone to get you the rosters here at the very beginning of this game as we await the return of Todd Ryan to get his step ladder so he's not having to hang over the top of the fence. He's done that before. And that's a sharp shot to short. Thrown over to first, not in time. So the first 2 batters on for San Pedro Valley. The Benson area showing up here in the top of the first inning. I promise you the camera work will get better as soon as Todd comes back. But in the meantime, 2 on, no outs. Here in the top of the first. Called strike at the knees, 0-1. And that is called a ball. Almost in the exact same spot, just a little bit low. Not getting the hitter to swing. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The sun is just setting and causing havoc for that's a grounder that ends up bouncing, and that is going to load up the bases with no outs. I was about to say the sun is just pounding down to the left field side. So shortstop, third baseman, left fielder all have the sun setting in their eyes for the rest of the night. There is not a cloud in that western sky that's going to block the sun until it sets by the time this game is done. But the bases are loaded for San Pedro Valley. No outs. Top of the first. And that is a chopper that goes over to the first baseman, throws for the force home. Do they get it in time? No, the ball gets away. The runner will score at home. It is 1-0 San Pedro. And still no outs. Infield hits have been the key to the top of the first for the San Pedro Valley team. And they lead 1-0. Remember, the game following this will be the Sierra Vista versus Morenci Clifton game. This is the 12U District 8 semifinal here on Cool FM Live. Glad to be bringing it to you again at an awkward angle here. I apologize for the camera being the way that it is, but I promise you it will get better. This game powered by SSVEC. And that is in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. Bases loaded, already 1-0, no outs. It's going to be a called strike right across the heart of the plate. You got to wait until they throw you something you can hit. And that's going to be a called strike as well. Evens the count, 2-2. Douglas still looking for the first out here in the top of the first. Wind picking up. That feels nice. And fouls it back over the backstop. Hopefully the kids run carefully as they have to cross the street for some of these foul balls. And there's a sharp shot to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws over to second. Out at second, safe at first. That is the first out of this inning. Another run scores. It is 2-0. San Pedro Valley here in the top of the first, but one down. Again, I'm sorry I am not able to access the names of these players, simply because I've got one hand holding a camera above my head to be able to give you this scene here, and the other hand is holding my umbrella to keep me and the camera from both overheating. A swing and a miss. 1-1. Runners on the corners. It's already 2-0 San Pedro. Again, the Benson area coming out strong to start this game. And that is a called strike. So from the stretch, the pitcher looking, and that goes high. And my hero has arrived. I will get feeling back in my arm as Todd has gotten here to bring that stepladder, and that walk will load the bases. So a one-out walk puts the bases full. And number 67 coming to the plate for San Pedro. Oh, that's fine. I appreciate it. Yeah. No worries, man. I should have told you to bring an umbrella, too. Oh, yeah. It's going to be warm up there. As foul tip to the backstop, 0-1, handing the phone off to Todd. as that setting sun with the 91-degree weather here at Stonefield 1, home of the doubleheader here on Cool FM. Pass ball, and the runner gets home safe. It is 3-0 San Pedro. Top of the first, only one out. It is Zach Wilson, who is tonight's pitcher, at the plate. Boy, gets a piece of that leaning out in front. Juan Peralta on deck for the San Pedro team. If you're watching us from Benson, let us know. You're watching us from Douglas, let us know. Cheer your team on in the live chat. Foul to the backstop. Great job by Zach, hanging in there. Looking forward to seeing what he's able to do on the mound. On the mound for Douglas today, number 35 is Roman Gonzalez. That's who's pitching for Douglas. Wind up the pitch. That goes low and away. Good job by the Douglas catcher to keep that from going behind him. Full count. 2 in scoring position. First base open. And gets a called strike 3. That strikeout brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, and all of Cochise County, including the San Pedro Valley, including Douglas, is backed by Morse. That is 2 down. It's already 3-0. And Juan Peralta, the left-hander, comes into the batter's box. Gets the sign from his third base coach. Gonzalez from the stretch throws in the dirt. So 2 down, 2 on. Already 3-0. In this 12U semifinal, the winner will go on to the championship game. Watches that one go high and outside. After having that really crazy hot spell last week, it's almost been cool with it being in the low 90s. Just like it got a little bit hotter than 90 today. Again, sitting at 91 according to the iWatch. But it is hotter on the field as the light breeze is blowing through. I see some players from the Sierra Vista team who are here to scout out a possible opponent. Actually, there will be an opponent because there will be a third-place team and a fourth-place team in this tournament. So each of these teams will continue on no matter what beyond today, but the winner will move on to the finals. Easton Judd now steps into the plate as that walk loads the bases for San Pedro. 2 down, bases loaded, already a 3-0 lead for the team from Benson. Facing off against the team from Douglas here in the Sierra Vista. Cochise County coming together. One end of the county to the other, meeting here in Sierra Vista. And that ball goes over the catcher's head. They send the runner and then send him back. So there's got to be some communication there. I mean, the player from third, the runner on third, might have had a chance to score on the overthrow back to the pitcher. In the meantime, Judd in the batter's box for San Pedro. Almost pulls the trigger and swings on that low and away. Watches it for a ball. A walk will score a run and make it 4-0, but You might want more with a base hit. Douglas working out of a jam here. Gonzalez on the mound. That is popped up, and it will end up going out of play right into that front row as they throw it back in. Bring it back, get a snack. They already threw it back to the pitcher by the time she said that. But a good reminder nonetheless. And again, if you're here watching our broadcast, if you have your kids here, make sure before they run across the street that they are doing it in a safe manner. That is in the dirt. There is a scoreboard, a brand new scoreboard here, but it is not active today. So I am not sure what the ball strike count is. To Easton Judd. He swings and misses, and that'll be strike 3. Douglas able to get themselves out of a jam. San Pedro leaves 3 on, but gets 3 across the plate to start off this game 3-0. And we will see Douglas coming up in the bottom half of the first. Up next, this game powered by SSVEC, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by Morse. There's the scoreboard that I was just talking about right there that Todd has on the screen. And it is little by little, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's some of these kids that can actually hit a ball hard enough and far enough into that scoreboard. I hope it is baseball resistant. Nonetheless, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our local broadcasts here. Looking to buy or sell your home or land, look no further than the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving all of Southern Arizona since 1963. Thank you also to the Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, in Bisbee, in Douglas, in Hereford, Palominas. Called to make an appointment with one of their physicians and medical providers today. Thank you also to Grasshopper Landscaping. Quality from the ground up. Was just thinking about Damon and Marie earlier today as the family is continuing to run the business and doing a great job as always, as Damon and Marie are out of the country for a little bit. And but if you're looking for the number one landscaper in the best of Sierra Vista for 10 years running, you need Grasshopper Landscaping. And don't forget, summertime is swimming season, so if your pool needs some maintenance, Grasshopper Landscaping also does pool maintenance, and they've been voted number one in Sierra Vista every single year that they've been in that category. Learn more at Grasshopper Landscaping on social media. So we will start the bottom of the first. As we said, number 67 is on the mound. Zach Wilson is on the mound for the San Pedro team. As Braden Bustamante leads off for Douglas, currently down 3-0. Wilson throws a ball. Bustamante ahead in the count, 1-0 to lead off here in the bottom of the first. Full windup for Wilson. And that's a chopper going to the shortstop. No chance to scoop up and make a throw after the error of it going in and out of his glove. So the leadoff hitter on for Douglas here in the top of the first. I'm sorry, bottom of the first. That brings up Derek Vasquez, the second baseman for this Douglas team. Watches that one go high. Bustamante on first, no outs. Bottom of the first. Yeah, full windup. So you'll notice that Wilson, the pitcher's doing a full windup. That's because with the 60 feet in between the bases, the players are not allowed to leave until the ball crosses home plate. They're not allowed to leave the base. So there's no leadoff, so he doesn't need to worry about someone trying to steal a base on him while he's doing his full windup. As opposed to Gonzalez from Douglas, who ended up, that breaking pitch goes in the dirt and will advance Bustamante to second base. So runner in scoring position for Douglas here in the bottom of the first. So as you saw Gonzalez pitch from the stretch, just more of a comfort thing. No real reason to do that, even though there was runners on base his entire time. That's a sharp shot into center field. Will drop in for a base hit. Center fielder hits off his glove. He misses it. They will wave the runner around home on that little hesitation in center field. And Douglas makes it 3-1. With the tying run here in the bottom of the first coming to the plate in the form of Alan Martinez, the shortstop for Douglas. That pitch goes high. So Bustamante scores that run for Douglas, getting them on the board here in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss on the high heat from Wilson. Adjusts his hat. And his windup gets hit into right field, goes over the right fielder's head. One hop to the fence. It looks like it'll be a stand-up double, and they will hold the runner at third. Just when I was talking about possibly something that could end up hitting that scoreboard, that ball was about as far driven as it could almost be without bouncing, careening off of the fence or possibly going over it. Douglas is on a roll here. 2 in scoring position, the tying run on second. And that is a shot to third. They will throw over to first. They will laser it home, not in time. So it'll go down as a sacrifice for number 13, Orozco. And the tying run with 1 down is on third base for Douglas. So number 5, Valenzuela, comes to the plate, the third baseman for this Douglas team. As he awaits the pitch from Wilson. And that is driven into center field. Center fielder coming in, makes the grab. The runner will advance from third. What a throw. What a catch and throw from the center fielder. Not in time to get the runner out, advancing on the sacrifice from third base. It is a tie game, 3-all here in the bottom of the first with 2 down. Excellent hitting by the Douglas team. This brings up the catcher. Morris comes to the plate. Maximiliano Morris. That breaking pitch. Called a ball. And that will get past the catcher. No worries. Bases are empty with 2 down. And that breaking pitch, not in the zone. No swing for Morris. A tie game, 3-all. Here in the bottom of the first. With 2 down, there's a shot into left field. If it's fair, that could mean extra bases. Morris rounds first, heading into second base for a stand-up 2-out double. The ball gets past the second baseman, goes all the way right in front of us. And they throw home. So Morris turns a double into a triple. On the overthrow from left field. So this brings up the pitcher, Roman Gonzalez. He can help his own cause and give his team the lead. The go-ahead run, or the fourth run here in the bottom of the first, is standing 60 feet away on third base. And that is a pop fly that will it drop in? It will! It'll get just past the right fielder. Gonzalez will head to second, and that is where he will stop, but it is a great RBI double with 2 outs. That makes it 4-3 Douglas. And this is only game 1 of our doubleheader in store for you tonight here on Cool FM Live. And that is in the air. They're saying it's fair. A short single will end up driving in another run. Gonzalez comes around to score. It is 5-3 Douglas, all with 2 outs. Hector Arciniega, the right fielder now, at the bat. Wilson and the San Pedro Valley Benson area fielders just working hard to find that 3rd out. Good fastball, but low and away. Shadow over the pitcher's mound going all the way to the batter. At the last second, it comes into the light. That grounder to third base. Thrown over to first for the force out at first. So Douglas will leave 1 on, but answers the 3 scored by San Pedro Valley in the top of the first with 5 runs of their own in the bottom of the first. We'll head to the top of the second, and the score is 5-3. Thank you so much for joining us for this District 8 semifinal game here at the Stonefield Complex in Sierra Vista, just off Tacoma Street. Brought to you, powered by SSVEC, and brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. For all of your vehicle title, registration, driver's license, identification, written testing, road testing, so much more, you'll find it all behind the pink door at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thank you also to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan today. Allo Fiber is now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you so much to Right Way Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical Services. Boy, we could use some cooling services out here. I told that to Todd. I don't know why we haven't done a trade deal for that, to bring a cooler wherever we go to be able to blow on us and keep us cool, because it is still a warm one out today as the sun continues to set into the western sky. It is not... It is still not cool, but if you are feeling like it's 91 degrees where you are, you definitely need Right Way. They will get it done the right way, come to your home, your office very quickly, and they will work hard to earn your business the right way. Right Way Heating and Cooling. Thank you so much for being one of our sports sponsors. And thank you to American Southwest Credit Union, ASCU.org. If you live and work here, you may be eligible to join. Experience better rates and personalized service. Join the credit union that supports your community. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender. And thank you to Sierra Toyota. Hey, right now, they want to buy your car, your truck, your SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good Block on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Locally owned, community driven. And, of course, Sierra Toyota is the proud presenting sponsor of the Doggo Lotto every Monday, 6 p.m. here on Cool FM Live. That's right. Pick your numbers. Go fetch yourself some winning numbers at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. All free to play. Win some cash and prizes from our fantastic sponsors. So, coming back to action here in the top of the second inning. Looks like Braden Bustamante is now into pitch, number 77 on the mound for Douglas. And that is called a ball. 2, I believe is that Cooper Fenn at the plate? says number 32. I have Cooper listed as 33. Maybe it is 33. It's just difficult to see from this angle. If it is 33, that is Cooper Fenn at the plate for the San Pedro Valley. And that is a called strike 3. That fastball goes across the plate. That strikeout brought to you by SSVEC. So thank you. That was 33, which means Max Homerski comes to the plate. When you got the word Homer in your last name, I think you're meant to play baseball. Max watches that pitch go high from Bustamante. Here in the top of the second inning, 5-3. Douglas in the lead. San Pedro Valley at the bat. One down. That's a pop fly into right field. Right fielder goes and makes the catch above his head and falls down for his troubles, but made the catch nonetheless. 2 down here in the top of the second. Great job. Way to hang on to the ball as it went over. He misjudged it a little bit, but still held on. Great job by the Douglas right fielder. It is the 12U District 8 semifinal game. Preston Fuentes at the plate for San Pedro Valley. Watches that go inside for ball 1. Watches the second pitch get called a strike on the inside part of the plate. Evens the count 1-1 to Fuentes. And Benson got off to a very hot start. And that's fouled right at us into the fence. So a 2-strike count for Bustamante with 2 down, nobody on. Top of the second. That's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Douglas in the top of the second. They will head into the dugout and get ready to come to the plate in the bottom of the second as San Pedro Valley will come out into the field. And hopefully they can get a 1-2-3 inning as well. Thank you again to our sponsors like TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data cap. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing. Thank you, Bobby, over there at Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family-owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. You've seen their trucks and signs all around town. Now join the fun. Spot a sign or truck, take a selfie, and post yourself on their Facebook comments to enter to win great monthly prizes. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Speaking of proud supporters of local sports, I think of Vinny's Pizza, serving this area for 45 years. One of those amazing legacy businesses here in Sierra Vista with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Good luck to all the local teams and athletes. That's what they say. They're proud to support this live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. Thank you also to the Chris Leon team, well, the Leon team and Chris Leon at Cross Country Mortgage Sierra Vista. Think of them for your next home loan experience. Proud to support this broadcast here today. As the next pitch is going to be coming down. So Wilson stays on the mound for the Benson team. And leading off the bottom of the second for Douglas. Trying to see if I can catch that number. It looks a little bit too far off and too much fence in my way. See if the public address announcer says it. I believe it's Damian Pena. I was right. It is Damian Pena who comes to the bat to lead off the bottom of the second. Douglas getting 5 runs in the bottom of the first to answer the 3 runs that San Pedro Valley had. Now, keep in mind, San Pedro Valley also left the bases loaded. So they had an opportunity to put some more up on the board. Left a few on base. And that is foul tipped. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. To the first baseman, Damian Pena. Breeze picking up a little bit, feels nice. And that is a breaking pitch that, I'll tell you what, Wilson really working that breaking pitch in the bottom of the first. Putting it to work here on the first batter he's facing in the bottom of the second. Follows it up with a fastball that is away, so 3 balls. And 2 strikes, a full count to Pena. And he fouls that away, coming right at us. Hits the fence. Homerski picks it up. Tosses it back to his pitcher. Wilson getting some cheers from his teammates in the field on a full count. And that is a hit by pitch in the helmet. Or did that go off his bat? It must have gone off his bat. I thought it was a hit by pitch. But still a full count. Ducking out of the way, but the ball went off the bat instead. And that is a shot right at the second baseman. And that is 1 up, 1 down. Zarek Garcia comes to the plate for Douglas. The extra hitter in this Douglas lineup. Fastball called strike from Wilson on the mound for San Pedro Valley. And that is outside, ball, evening the count. Good eye by Garcia. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeff Davenport on the call. Todd Ryan behind the camera. Leave him some love in the live chat. He's standing up on a step ladder to bring you the best view possible of this game. Got our waters there. Might need to get a refill on the water in between because this is game 1 of a double header. Todd, are there 6 innings or 7 innings in 12U? I think you're right. I think it is. Yeah. And that is a shot over the head of the shortstop, backhanded by the center fielder who throws it back into play. So a 1-out single puts Garcia on board. And again, Douglas leads 5-3. And Jacob Hurtado, number 12, will come to the plate for Douglas. Hey, if you're watching us from Douglas, share this video. If you're watching this from Benson, share this video. You have family members that need to see this game. You got friends who aren't able to make the drive up to Sierra Vista who need to see this game. Share this video around, even while it's live. And that is a chopper going to, no, just over the head of the third baseman into left field. So back-to-back 1-out singles, puts 2 on, and brings up the top of the order, Braden Bustamante. And Bustamante came in to pitch in the top of the second and ended up going 1-2-3. Let's see if he can help his own cause. And he takes a shot just past the outstretched glove of the shortstop. They will wave the runner home from second. He will get there standing up, but that was a much closer play than it looked initially going in. Both runners will advance to second and third. It is 6-3, Douglas, with only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And again, with Douglas at the top of their order with their number 2 hitter now, Derek Vasquez, the second baseman at the plate. This is not the position that Benson wants to be in, the San Pedro Valley team. But a called strike from the arm of Zach Wilson. And another called strike. So 2-strike count, Wilson ahead and takes that breaking pitch. Just not able to find the strike zone with the breaking pitch thus far. So go back to the fastball and get him swinging on low and away. 2 down with 2 in scoring position. As Martinez, the shortstop, comes into the batter's box. Inside, called a ball. Seems like Wilson has really gained some composure after the bottom of the first. But here in the bottom of the second, giving up 1 run. Beautiful breaking pitch. There it is. The breaking pitch called a strike. 1-1 count. And that is low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gets him swinging on a chopper, going to third. And that is over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Douglas will leave 2 on, but put 1 across to double the score of San Pedro Valley. After 2 innings, it is 6-3.
For your break?
All right. We are going
I'm good. Got water here.
Your break?
Oh, what's going on, guys? Hey, we always do our best, you know. You guys are always the heroes. You know that. Thank you so much to everybody watching us from the San Pedro Valley, Benson area, from the Douglas area. We're so glad that you guys are tuning in, and everybody across the Cool F Empire. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Our broadcast powered by SSVEC and brought to you by the Sonic Drive-In on Fry Boulevard. Come enjoy a tasty burger or treat after the game. Sonic is all about community support and tasty treats. Half-price shakes every night after 5 p.m. And Tuesdays, it's half-price cheeseburgers after 5 p.m. Also, $2.49 Wacky Pack Kids Meal on Wacky Wednesdays and 50-cent corn dogs on Throwback Thursdays. Deals available in-store only. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County. If it says Cochise County, that means in Benson. That means in Douglas. Duran Plumbing, for residential and commercial plumbing projects, 10 years of experience, or for over 10 years, but a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud to support local sports programs and athletes that you see right here on Cool FM Live. Thank you also to the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by Morse. And if you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, you need to make 1 call, and that is to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. They will take excellent care of you. Sherry's phone number is in the post description. If you're looking for a real estate agent who will put your needs first, you need to make your first call to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. You can see all the sponsors in the post description.
up to that. We have number 26, Hakeem Cruz.
Bustamante stays on the mound for Douglas as we are back to the top of the order for Benson, the San Pedro Valley team. I keep saying Benson. It is technically San Pedro Valley. And that is a called strike to Hakeem Cruz. And that is high, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the winner of this game will go on to face the winner of our second game in this doubleheader tonight, Morenci Clifton versus Sierra Vista. Called strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bustamante had them 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second, looking to do the same here in the top of the third. Pitch evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4 umpires on this field for this semifinal game. Great to see that many umpires volunteering their time. They are volunteers out here today. That goes in the dirt and will make it a full count. Bustamante heads back to the mound. The windup, the payoff pitch. And that is a shot to the second baseman, scooped up, tossed over to first, and that is out. Drops the ball after the fact, but had it secured between the glove and the ground. One down here in the top of the third. Our second game is scheduled to get underway at 7:30 p.m. Now the question is, would they start it early if this game ends early? That is something I do not know. That'll bring up Jaleel Kay, the second baseman, who gets a shot to the shortstop in perfect position, and that is missed over to first base. That rifle arm ends up being a little off the mark, so Kay runs out the infield single and is on board with one out for San Pedro Valley. Connor Reynolds, the shortstop for San Pedro, steps up to the plate. Yeah, it's good to see everybody staying hydrated. The umpires coming over to have a drink of their water here. It's ball one. I guess that is the good part of not being able to lead off, is that you don't need to hold any runners on base, so your infielders can stay in the exact position that they're supposed to be. But the shortstop is playing really deep, and I think that was part of the problem with the throw over to first base, is that he was playing basically shallow left center field and had a very long throw to make and make it in a hurry. Also with the sun in his face, not an advantage. And that is a shot that goes into right field. And that will be a single for Reynolds. So 2 on with only 1 out here in the top of the third. 7-3. Douglas leads San Pedro. San Pedro is at the bat. They could put a huge dent into this lead if they get a rally going here with 1 out. The catcher, Simard, at the plate. With only 1 down here in the top of the third. And that's a breaking pitch that Simard gets just a piece of. It goes foul on the third base side. So 1-1 count to Simard. Runners on first and second. That's a breaking pitch just out of the zone. Boy, with no wind moving at all, this 90, you feel every single degree of this 91-degree weather. Reaches out to get a piece of it. Oh, gets just past the second baseman as it doesn't get in his glove. 1 run will score, making it 7-4. And now the tying run will come to the plate with runners on the corners for San Pedro. Brady Burkett, the first baseman, will come to the plate as the head coach for Douglas comes out to have a chat with his infield to make sure they know what to do in this situation. A ball taking that odd hop, and the second baseman not able to wrangle it in for Douglas. Puts runners on the corners, 1 down, scored 1. So it is 7-4, tying run at the plate for San Pedro Valley.
Up to bat, we have number 7, Brady Burkett.
Brady Burkett at the plate. Represents that tying run. Fastball out of the zone. little bit of a breeze picking up, very slight. And that is a chopper to second. Picked up, thrown over to first, and going for the double play. They're going to say he is out at first base. Turning two is the Douglas infield. They only give up one. And we'll head to the bottom of the third with that 3-run lead, 7-4. Outstanding play by the Douglas infield. Very rarely do you see a team turn two. They practice it all the time, but you rarely see it executed the way that it was just there. But fantastic job by that infield to be able to do that here. These are all-stars for a reason. This is the 12U semifinal game. San Pedro versus Douglas. The winner will go on to face Morenci Clifton or Sierra Vista. That game will take place starting at 7:30 p.m. or shortly after the conclusion of this game. Not sure if they'll go a little bit early or start it early. If that is the case, we'll find out as the evening goes along. But we're heading to the bottom of the third. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving Southern Arizona, Pima County, Cochise County, Santa Cruz County since 1963. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County with locations in Bisbee, their home base, Douglas. They got great facilities there. And, of course, they have their clinic out in Palominas-Hereford area as well. Find the best medical care at the Copper Queen Community Hospital locations across Cochise County. Thank you also to Grasshopper Landscaping. You'll always find quality from the ground up for all of your landscaping needs as well as pool maintenance. It's all waiting for you at Grasshopper Landscaping. Find them on Facebook. Thank you also to Ginger's Titles of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, behind the pink door. That's where you will find great service and so much more. Now available Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And thank you to Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Now available in Sierra Vista.
There we go, Disco Dave.
Having a good time here at this 12U semifinal. The winner could be the District 8 All-Star Champion. We will see as we are in the bottom of the third. Take a quick sip of my water.
After that, we have number 13, Eduardo Orozco.
We'll definitely need to refill that before game two, without a doubt. Wilson remains on the mound for the San Pedro Valley team. As Douglas comes to the bat. Sharp shot going foul off the bat of Orozco, the left fielder, number 13, the cleanup hitter in the lineup, leading off here in the bottom of the third, his team leading by 3. Breaking pitch. Called a ball. Swing and a miss. Wilson ahead in the count. And that is fouled off, out of play. Heads up, heads up. Good job by the dad getting over there to make sure that the kiddos are safe. And someone's going to bring it back and get a snack. So 2-strike count. And that is a foul tip. It goes off the catcher's mask. Home plate umpire just double checking to make sure the catcher's okay. He'll give him a second to shake it off as he walks out the ball to the pitcher. Takes his time. This ump crew they're some of the best. And a light breeze picking up again. Could use a lot more of that as we see some of the Sierra Vista team warming up out in left field on the other side of the fence in left field. Some of them showing up quite early for their game. Jeff Davenport and Todd Ryan hanging out with you here in Sierra Vista for this semifinal game in the 12U All-Stars. That is fouled back. Heads up, heads up. Nobody behind me. Okay, good to go there. Somebody's going to bring it back and get a snack.
Bring it back, get a snack.
And swing and a miss on the high heat from Wilson. One down. Fabian Valenzuela, the third baseman, steps up into the batter's box for Douglas. Gets a chopper over to third. Easy pitch and catch back over to first. Nicely done. Textbook play. One pitch, the second out. And Maximilio Mares, the catcher, comes to the plate. And that is a sharp shot to third again. Back-to-back shots to third. Two pitches for the final two outs. Here finishes off the bottom of the third in a 1-2-3 inning by Zach on the mound for San Pedro. Wilson goes 1-2-3. Very well done. And now the San Pedro team huddles up outside their dugout to make a cheer. They're chanting for hits. That's what they're hoping to get some runners on board as they are down 7-4. Bustamante stays on the mound for Douglas as we get to take a second to thank our fantastic sponsors who make this coverage possible, like Right Way Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, working hard to earn your trust the right way. Happy to support these local athletic broadcasts here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union. Experience better rates and personalized service all at the palm of your hand at ASCU.org. Federally insured by NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Thank you to Sierra Toyota, the presenting sponsor of the Doggo Lotto. Get your numbers picked absolutely free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. See some of the most adorable, adoptable shelter dogs in all of Cochise County from the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center every Monday, 6 p.m. The Doggo Lotto on Cool FM Live. Brought to you by Sierra Toyota. They want to buy your car, your truck, your SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven.
Jeff, I think we've got over $200 in prizes for this
yeah, I think it's like $250 as a matter of fact. Yeah, cash and prizes. I think it's right around $250 worth of cash and prizes that you can enter absolutely free. Just pick 3 numbers and see if the dogs pick your numbers, and you could be a jackpot winner. As that overthrow comes right to us. Thank you again to Sierra Toyota for being that amazing sponsor for that. And thank you to TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve from TWN Communications. See all of the sponsors in the post description. So Tyler comes to the plate for San Pedro Valley. He is the third baseman. He is number 22. He is leading off. The top of the fourth. Called strike off the arm of Bustamante. Sun continues to set. The shadows grow longer on the field. Swing and a miss. 2-strike count to Tyler. The windup, the pitch. Called ball. Good eye. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two-strike pitch. Breaking pitch comes in for a call. Strike 3. That strikeout brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, powering tonight's broadcast. 1 down as the pitcher Wilson comes to the plate to face his counterpart, Bustamante, on the mound for Douglas. Ahead of that pitch, four straight strikes thrown by Bustamante. And that is popped up. Bustamante makes the call right at him, about 6 feet behind the mound. And just like that, 2 down. Number 99, Juan Peralta, a right fielder, comes to the plate, a left-handed batter for this San Pedro Valley team with 2 down. And that is high. The first ball thrown by Bustamante this inning. And comes back with a called strike to even the count at 1-1 to Peralta. And they're saying that was a little bit high. 2 balls, 1 strike. With 2 down, nobody on for the San Pedro Valley team. Down 7-4 here in the top of the 4th. Called strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuces are wild. The Miami Clifton team has shown up. I'm sorry, Morenci Clifton team, excuse me. Seeing some more of their players come here. That is outside for ball 4. So a 2-out walk puts 1 on. Gives San Pedro Valley a little bit of hope here in the top of the 4th. The Sierra Vista team, several of those members are out in left field on the other side of the fence here at Stone Field 1. Swing and a miss by Easton at the plate. Waiting for the pitch from Bustamante. And that goes high. Leave Todd Ryan some love in the live chat, doing an amazing job on the camera. Keeping it steady as she goes for game 1 of a double header. Double duty for us tonight in this 12U semifinal. You'll see both semifinal games right here on Cool FM Live. And that is popped foul. Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up. Two-strike pitch. Nice job to hang in there by Easton. Two outs, 1 on. Two-strike pitch again. Coming from Bustamante on the mound for Douglas. San Pedro Valley down by 3. And that goes high and in on the fastball. Grounder over to third, scooped up, thrown over to first. and called out. Great job by the Douglas defense. Benson will leave one on, and we will head to the bottom of the fourth. This game a little over an hour old. Going into the bottom of the fourth, Douglas with that 7-4 lead as they will come to the plate. Thank you so much to all the sponsors who make this coverage possible here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports, like Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Oh, 6-4?
Guys,
And a pitch count of 44.
So,
4-4.
is the score 6-4?
yeah, we'll trust them. If they said 6-4, I guess we'll go with that. But I could have sworn it was 7. Either way, Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. This is one of the reasons why having a scoreboard here. It is 6-4. Okay. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. And of course, you can enter to win great monthly prizes on Eagle Plumbing when you take a selfie in front of their sign or truck. Post it to their Facebook page. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Morenci Clifton team walking by us here, right behind us, as they get ready for their game tonight. Game 2 of the doubleheader will feature Morenci Clifton versus Sierra Vista. They're warming up out in left field, as you see their opponents out in left field, getting their warm-ups in right now, getting their stretches. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving our community for 45 years. The best pizza, wings, and sandwiches. The Leon team at Cross Country Mortgage in Sierra Vista. Thank you so much to Chris and the whole team there. Proud supporters of our local sports broadcast. Thank you to Sonic Drive-In on Fry Boulevard. Enjoy a tasty burger or treat after the game. Sonic is about community support and tasty treats. Half-price shakes every night after 5 p.m. And Tuesdays, it's half-price cheeseburgers after 5 p.m. Also, $2.49 Wacky Pack Kids Meal on Wacky Wednesdays and 50-cent corn dogs on Throwback Thursday. Deals are available in-store only. Wilson remains on the mound for San Pedro. As I did not hear who is at the plate. Difficult to see the numbers from this angle. Nonetheless. Oh, way out in front to that breaking pitch. Two-strike count. Wilson ahead. Makes his pitch. That goes high. To the leadoff hitter for Douglas here in the bottom of the fourth. A 6-4 lead. Excuse me. I've been saying 7-4. It is 6-4. Swing and a miss. Wilson gets the strikeout. Brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County. Backed by Morse. Higuera, one of the extra hitters, comes to the plate. And that was Gonzalez, the starting pitcher, who went down on strikes. He gets a piece of that. It goes straight up in the air. The catcher fielding it and gets it. Gets the out right there behind home plate. Great awareness by the catcher for San Pedro Valley. Arciniega now comes to the batter's box with 2 down. And that is pop fly in the air. The right fielder comes in and it gets by him. Runner will advance to second. They throw over to second, not in time. Higuera with a sliding double with 2 outs. Damian Pena up to the plate now with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. Douglas currently leads by 2 and drives that one into right field. It is fair. They will wave the runner around. He will score. I've been saying it all night, and now it finally is true. 7-4, Douglas. It is officially 7-4. Oh, sorry about that. Kids playing catch behind us. So RBI single by Pena brings up Garcia to the plate. With 2 outs, ball called. And that is off the handle part of the bat. So 2 down. And the runner will advance as the catcher's not able to find the ball. Did he go? They say no. So that goes high for a ball. Another runner in scoring position for Douglas. They lead 7-4 for reals this time. And that goes inside and gets past the catcher. So an additional run, potentially 60 feet away for Douglas. Time called by the home plate umpire, who quickly turns back around and making sure that that was ball 4. So runners on the corners. For Jacob Hurtado at the plate for Douglas. Watches that ball go high. 2 outs. It was looking to be a 1-2-3 inning before that double. A 2-out double started this rally for Douglas. Breaking pitch, beautifully done by Wilson. Gets in there for a strike. Outside pitch for a ball. And that is fouled to the backstop. Thank you so much to all the sports sponsors that make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description. Wilson goes and gets that foul ball, picks it up. More Morenci Clifton players coming in to the field here at the Stonefield Complex off Tacoma Street in Sierra Vista. And that is a swing and a miss. And that was the 3rd out, correct? Yes, it was. Douglas will leave 2 on, but not before they get 1 across and make the score 7-4, officially 7-4. The San Pedro Valley team huddles up outside of their dugout. They know they need to get some hits. They're heading to the top of the 5th inning.
72, and a score of 7-4. Douglas going into the top of the 5th.
So it will be the top of the 5th as Douglas gets some inspiration from their coach. Sticks on 3, that's what they say, and that's what they call for. And that is what the San Pedro team will need as Bustamante will stay on the mound for the Douglas team. Thank you so much for joining us for this broadcast. The award-winning Cool FM Sports bringing you live coverage here at the 12U All-Star semifinal game for the District 8 Championship, brought to you, powered by SSVEC, brought to you by Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10 plus years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of the local sports programs and athletes. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Looking to buy or sell your home or land? You just make that one call to Sherry Ethel. Her number is in the post description. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving Southern Arizona. 62 years since 1963. Thank you, Copper Queen Community Hospital. Locations in Bisbee, Douglas, Palominas, Hereford. Great medical care, great medical staff, medical providers and staff at Copper Queen Community Hospital. Thank you, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services, Aloe Fiber, and Right Way. Heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical. As we come back to action here, it is Bustamante remaining on the mound for Douglas. And number 33, Cooper Fenn, is the leadoff hitter for San Pedro Valley. Here in the top of the fifth, Douglas 6 outs away from advancing to the championship. Called strike as the helicopter flies over in the background. Black Hawk up in the sky. That pitch goes high, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Need just a little bit more sundown for us to be in the shade here. Can't come soon enough. Temperature still in the 90s, 90 on the money. That goes in the dirt, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1. Hitter's pitch coming to Fenn. As he leads off the top of the fifth. His team down by 3. And ball 4, a leadoff walk, puts Fenn on for San Pedro Valley. Max Homerski comes to the plate for San Pedro Valley. And when your last name has the word Homer in it, you know you're meant to play baseball. It would be like if his name was Max Touchdownski. He would have to be a football player. Max Hoopski. He'd have to be a basketball player. But his name is Max Homerski. He is a baseball player. Probably plays those other sports too, I would assume. These young folks from the San Pedro Valley up there in Benson, my goodness, they are the most ridiculous multiple sport athletes there out of Benson and St. David. Excuse me, just unbelievable athleticism. And that is a sharp shot. Goes into second. We've seen him turn 2 before. They do it again. The Douglas defense turns their second double play of this game, empties the bases, 2 down in the top of the fifth. That is all-star work you are seeing on the field by this Douglas defense. And with 2 down, Preston Fuentes comes to the plate. That goes high. Swing and a miss, evens the count. Nobody on, 2 down, 7-4 score. It's coming at us and will bend foul. Got a lot of English on that hit there that started with the first bounce in the field of play, but then the second bounce, the English took it foul. Are they saying, did he get... they're saying foul. Again, it almost looks like the second time a batter got hit by a pitch, but it actually went off the bat. So a 2-strike count with 2 down. Bustamante looking to put this game, or this top half of the fifth away. Not with that pitch, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuce is wild. San Pedro Valley down by 3. Can they get a 2-out rally started? The pitch. Inside. I think that was ball 3. So Fuentes will return. Great job by the home plate umpire just to double check with the scorekeeper behind him. This umping crew, one of the best in the business, and they are volunteers tonight, volunteering their time to be here for the District 8 semifinal. All-Star 12U game. And now it is officially ball 4, so Fuentes will take the base. A 2-out walk will bring up the top of the order for Benson. This could be their opportunity to get some runs, even though it's with 2 outs. Cruz comes up. Center fielder has made some fantastic plays out in center field on the defensive side. In spite of the 7 runs that have been given up by his team, his defense has been pretty solid there in center field. That is a called strike. Another called strike on a breaking pitch by Bustamante. A 2-strike count. And that goes low and away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. One on, 2 down. And that goes inside, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. San Pedro Valley down by 3 here in the top of the 5th. And he gets a piece of it, and it drops in for a base hit. A 2-out single. They will hold the runner at second. And so the tying run comes to the plate for San Pedro Valley in the form of their shortstop, number 1, Connor Reynolds. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Jaleel K at the plate, the second baseman. I saw Connor come out, but he was actually just getting the bat out of the way. This is K at the plate for San Pedro, representing the tying run. And that goes high. I wonder how this pitch count will affect the championship game. Not sure if these pitch counts carry over. And there's a piece that goes into right field. No, they're not going to hold the runner. But it is a scoring RBI single for K. He is A-OK, and all this 2-out rally happening now has runners on the corners, and San Pedro Valley has the go-ahead run at the plate in the form of number 1, their shortstop, Connor Reynolds. Bustamante gets the pitch call he wants. Throws it. There's a chopper to third. It throws all the way over to first base, and that is off the mark. 1 run will score. They might send another one, which means we have a tie game. 7-all. And the go-ahead run stands on second with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. And they will bring in a new pitcher for Douglas. Bustamante's day looks like it will be done. Or are they switching the infield? I'm not sure. Bustamante still is holding on to the ball. So it looks like they're making an infield change. As unfortunately, they weren't able to get out of this inning. They had 2 outs with the bases empty. San Pedro Valley was down by 3, and they have brought it all the way back. 7-7. If my math is correct, which I cannot guarantee. But I believe the go-ahead run is standing on second base for San Pedro Valley. So Bustamante not replaced. It was an infielder switch that was made as Ben Samard, the catcher, comes to the plate for San Pedro Valley. And he takes a big high chop to the pitcher, who throws over to first for the easy third out. As Samard hustles down first base, trips up after he hits the bag, but San Pedro Valley leaves 1 on. Not before 3 come across the plate to tie this game at 7-all. It has been confirmed. My math is correct for only the second time in this game. It's nice when that happens. So, Douglas will need to get a run as they turned that double play. You just thought all the momentum was on the side of the Douglas team, but the San Pedro Valley team not giving up. And with 2 outs, hits all over the place landing, and they tie this game at 7-all. So glad you're joining us here at the bottom of the hour for this 12U District 8 semifinal game. Brought to you by American Southwest Credit Union, Sierra Toyota, TWN Communications.
The Cool FM fans.
All 2 of them are here, Todd. We got them both. I got them both. Eagle Plumbing, proud sponsor. Vinny's Pizza, Chris Leon, the Leon team at Cross Country Mortgage, Sonic Drive-In, Duran Plumbing, the game powered by SSVEC. Thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group and the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. You can see all of the sponsors in the post description. Wilson continues on the mound. I'm not sure if he is their only pitcher that they're going to use today, but he has a chance to help his team go 1, 2, 3, and then get his team in the top of the 7th, hopefully to score some runs. We'll see if the momentum stays in the favor of this San Pedro Valley team. Thank you guys so much for joining us. The sun almost to the point where it's hitting the top of a tree line that it's already started to provide shade up Todd's back here, thankfully, as he's done a great job. Leave him some love in the live chat. And by the way, of course, if you're watching us from Benson area, please share this video. Leave a like, leave a comment. And if you're watching from Douglas, you're rooting for your team here in the bottom of the 6th. I'm sorry, bottom of the 5th. It is the bottom of the 5th, all tied up. Zach Garcia at the plate, number 7. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Zach Wilson who's on the mound. That is number 77. That's Bustamante at the plate. And that is a called strike on that breaking pitch that Wilson has used. Was not able to find the zone early in the game, but has found it here in the second part of this game. That ball caroms off of the side of the San Pedro Valley dugout. So a 2-strike pitch to Bustamante. As that pitch goes high. Bustamante represents the top of the order. This is where Douglas wants to be. But swing and a miss on the fastball in the dirt. They will throw over to first base. Doesn't matter. It steps on the bag anyway to force the out with the swing and the miss of the ball in the dirt. 1 down. Vasquez, the second baseman, comes into the batter's box for Douglas in this 7-all game. Who wants it more here in the bottom of the 5th? Swing and a miss. Great swing by Vasquez. Wilson throwing smoke. Ahead in the count, 0-2. As that goes to the shortstop, scooped up, and no, not able to make the transition from his glove to his hand. A 1-out error puts a runner on for Douglas. The go-ahead run at first base as number 17 steps up to the plate. Alan Martinez, the shortstop. So infield wants to turn 2. We've seen Douglas do it twice. Get a double play in this game. They throw over to second. That throw goes high. Gets beyond the second baseman. And the runner will advance to third. So a sure out at second gets overthrown. Runners on the corners. 1 down. And the go-ahead run standing 60 feet away. And the runner will go to second. They throw to the shortstop to see if the runner from third will try to steal home. But Douglas now has 2 in scoring position with only 1 out. A shot into left field. Will get past the left fielder. 1 run will score. They will send the other runner around. It is a stand-up 2 RBI double for Douglas, and they lead 9-7. As Valenzuela will come to the plate. And the head coach for San Pedro Valley will come out and have a talk with Wilson and the infield just to see if he is good to keep on going. The infield had a chance to get him out of this inning. It just did not happen. Yes, Facebook Live. So a new pitcher will come in to try to stem the tide that is coming for Douglas when you thought all of the momentum was in the favor of San Pedro. Number 22 for San Pedro. Tyler Kilpatrick, who's been playing third tonight, will move onto the pitcher's mound. Will he be able to stop the roll that Douglas is on? It is 9-7. Douglas leads here in the bottom of the 5th. They have the lead that they wanted with only one down. And they could very easily end this game in the top of the sixth. We will see. We got to get through the bottom of the fifth first and see if that San Pedro team will be able to find it in them to score 3 more runs, just like they did in the top of the fifth inning to tie this game at 7. But in the bottom of the fifth, Douglas has answered. Thank you so much to our sports sponsors that make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description. Please leave us a thumbs up. Leave us some love in the live chat. Leave Todd Ryan some love in the live chat. My goodness gracious, standing on a ladder here against a fence at the Stonefield Athletic Complex here in Sierra Vista off Tacoma Street, just a stone's throw from the city of Sierra Vista facilities. So Kilpatrick on the mound for San Pedro in relief. And his first pitch is a fastball up and in. The Douglas batter ducking out of the way. Runner on second. 1 down, and that's a sharp shot to short. Thrown over to first base in time. Runner advances to third, so 2 down. Morris comes to the plate. Mighty Max. Runner on third, a 2-run lead. That's a breaking pitch called strike. Great pitch by Kilpatrick. And that is low inside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. And that goes in the dirt. Tyler from the stretch, the pitch. Up 3-1. So Morris. Mighty Max, the hitter's pitch coming up. And that goes inside for ball 4. Tosses the bat. Runners are on the corners with 2 down. As Roman comes to the plate. So Gonzalez at the plate for Douglas. 2 down, 2 on. Number 22 on the mound for San Pedro Valley. Swing and a miss. What a gorgeous cut. And they will send the runner home. And they punch him out at home. And that will end the inning in an awkward fashion as they tried to send the runner home on a stolen base to second and was gunned down at home. But the San Pedro Valley team, down by 2, comes up in the top of the 6th. Douglas 3 outs away from advancing to the District 8 Finals.
All right, going into the top of the 6th, we have a score of 9-7. Douglas.
It is confirmed, 9-7. Thank you so much to our sponsors making this coverage possible. We're grateful for each and every one of them, like our good friends at Barnett's Towing and Propane, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services, Aloe Fiber, Right Way Heating and Cooling, ASCU, American Southwest Credit Union, Sierra Toyota, TWN Communications, Eagle Plumbing, Vinny's Pizza, the Leon team at Cross Country Mortgage, Sonic Drive-In, Duran Plumbing, the Ed Morse Automotive Group, and the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. This game powered by SSVEC. It is the District 8 semifinal. Stonefield 1. San Pedro Valley versus Douglas. Douglas is 3 outs away. But the last time we saw San Pedro Valley at the plate, all happening with 2 outs, they put up 3 runs. If they do that here in the top of the 6th, they will take a 1-run lead. This is game 1 of our doubleheader here tonight. You will see Morenci Clifton versus Sierra Vista to determine the other side of the bracket who will go to the championship game. It's always great seeing our Cochise County neighbors come into town, like those from the Benson area, those from the Douglas area. Thank you for being here and coming to Sierra Vista, shopping here, eating at restaurants here. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bustamante still on the mound. And that is a sharp shot to second, scooped up, thrown over to first. 1 down. So a ground out by Burkett brings up the relief pitcher, Tyler Kilpatrick. Douglas 2 outs away from advancing to the finals. In the dirt, ball 1. And again, stay tuned at the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, if not a little bit sooner. I'm not sure if they'll wait all the way till 7:30 or if this game ends early. That's a pop fly to right field. The right fielder calling it and makes the catch. His second put out today. A little bit easier than his first one. But now San Pedro Valley with 2 outs. The last time they had 2 outs, they put up 3 runs. Can they find that 2-out rally this time? Zach Wilson at the plate. And he drives one into right field. It is foul. Just foul. So with 2 outs, it's an 0-1 count as Zach will return to the batter's box. Zach has did an outstanding job pitching for his team today. Pitched 4 1/3 innings, excuse me. And that is a sharp shot to right field, right at the right fielder. His third put out of the game is the final put out of the game. And Douglas will advance to the finals. The final score, 9-7. Heartbreak for Benson. They will play for the 3rd place game in the bottom bracket. But as the teams come together to shake hands, sportsmanship always at the top of mind for every single team that hits these Little League fields. They give each other a round of applause as the field crew, the grounds crew comes on to level out the field, get it all ready for the game at 7:30. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Who will face Douglas in the finals? Will it be Morenci Clifton coming from the Gila Valley? Will it be Sierra Vista? Find out at the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Todd Ryan for building this platform, for doing all the camera work. And thank you for watching the award-winning Cool FM Sports tonight. Congratulations again to Douglas. Going on to the finals. Final score, 9-7. Well, he did great. He did a great job today. So you both got brothers on the team? That's awesome.